Guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Check Mike 46. Danny.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I got one. Under 10. 10. Switch it.
Play action here with Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. 180. 20. Kill.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, you like to be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Set. 180. 8. Watch QB drop.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
from the 29. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long, it's Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here in this draft.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd and 9. Rosen out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
A good pickup there at 22.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going for the defensive guys? Plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
6-man. Check girls, check girls.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Rosen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Bowman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And some space here. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
20.
From the 29, Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
Check it back.
Now Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Newton. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the Dolphins. Going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. That's going to be caught. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Taylor. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. He's going to go for a big play now, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Jim. 20. Gun.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We got this.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here I come again.
61, match box.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rosen will throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throws Rosen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I see you, boy. I see you.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Joseph is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Minus 50, minus 50.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
3rd and 2, Newton. Rolling to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Mike 50. In your face.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back to throw, Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Under crunch. 80, 80, 80. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready? 1 to the 3. Go.
Now Newton on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Big stop. Let's go.
Again, this is Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 30 on second down, Newton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were looking for Johnson that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. Now Rosen seeing something he doesn't like. He's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now Rosen completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready? 8, 8. Coming 80. Check 3.
They run with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Keep playing hard. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're waiting for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We gonna work.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 7, Newton flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. On the ground with a tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. All the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this one.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Newton to throw. They'll roll it out right. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. Is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, alert!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Rosen looking to throw. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. In for the score as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so
something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but now it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, defense.
Mark 49. Mark 49.
Great.
What we got?
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
49 to Mike. Mark 49. Great.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. They can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Oliver. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And room there to work it inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Mike 45. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
40. Look at it.
49 to Mike.
Oh, you got deep?
Newton. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Newton throwing again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One last throw here from Newton. And that will be incomplete.